Hey, good morning and welcome to another beautiful sunny day down here in Ormond Beach, Florida. Taking a ride on the Honda Trail 125. It's 7:30 a.m. It's already warm. No jacket or pants required. Get up a little bit, around 50, a little bit faster. Find myself reaching for that fifth gear that's not there. Kind of a big day. I'm taking my son to get his driver's license today. Went through driver's training. He's had his permit for a while now, and he has his certificate. Just with the hours for the DMV, we weren't able to go while he was in school, you know. Of my three kids, so once he gets his license, I'm done being the chauffeur. That's going to be an awesome feeling. Now maybe he can go out and get a job. I'll spare you waiting for the red light here and come back when it's green. Maybe I'll turn on this street, get out of this traffic. I don't even know what street this is. We'll figure it out in a second. We are on Brentwood Drive. I don't mind taking detours and seeing what I see once in a while, see what there is to see. Sure, we're in Holly Hill, Florida right now. But if you're on the mainland side, that's in between Ormond Beach and Daytona Beach. I'll walk the beach. Hopefully we'll get my son's driver's license and who knows what else. Hang out with my wife and my son and one of my daughters too. To admit, every day's a good day lately. Blessed to be retired. Living where the weather is nice all the time. Have a good wife, good kids. Very cute granddaughter and grandson on the way. Life is good. Pretty nice condos over here, but this road always floods every time there's a hurricane. I'm gonna guess anyone parked over there on the first floor ending up with flood vehicles. Once or twice a year. I'll go straight here. Nice park over here to the left with a lot of paved sidewalks for walking around or riding bikes. It's all the way down this street. It'll cross International Speedway and continue going too. Miles and miles of places to exercise. I did a video once on my e-bike riding through there. Maybe a couple times. If you're interested in checking it out, just kind of scroll through my channel and look for the e-bike rides. International Speedway Bridge coming up. It's a really nice view at the top. I remember working and saving all year just to spend a week's vacation down here. And man, what a feeling going over this bridge. It's like you've arrived finally. After driving 20 plus hours to get here. You know, you get up here, you can see the ocean. What a great feeling to be able to see this every day if I want to now. Try to come down here, usually drive the weekend, drive over the weekend. We'll be down here for a week, and then the next weekend driving back home. Tell you what, it flew by quick. So many things to do down here, and if you're only here for a week and you work all year, you know, my favorite thing to do really was just get an oceanfront hotel or condo, hang out on the beach, swim in the pool, eat some junk, just relax, you know. The week isn't very long. You got to go back to work for another year. What a life, huh? Work 51 weeks so you can enjoy one week. I go the opposite way for vacation. You know, we still have a lake house in Michigan, so you know, we go up there during the summer when it gets really hot here, when the kids are out of school. Go back to Michigan, spend time with our family that still lives up there, and then head to our lake house and kayak around, go swimming. Have a bonfire. Watch TV and eat junk food. This is the Sunsplash Park. I don't know if you saw my video a couple days ago. It was so packed you couldn't park anywhere, but that was during Memorial Weekend. That's over now. Now you can just do whatever you want. Whole beach to myself again. This is what we're riding today, by the way. I'm sure if you're subscribed to the channel, you saw this thing 100 times already, but if you're new, it's a Honda Trail 125 2021 model. Come to a complete stop while the cop's looking at you. Man, what a beautiful morning. Had a nice walk. Got my feet wet in the ocean. Sun on my face. Got my daily dose of vitamin D. Riding along on my two-wheel antidepressant. Getting my wind therapy. Some Harley guys here. Let's see if they wave. I obligated them. Anybody else ride around for hours and hours with their blinker on? When you switch to a motorcycle that doesn't auto shut off? Well, that would be me. By the time I get used to canceling the turn signals after each turn, I'm back on bike that I don't need to do that anymore. touristy town. It's funny, when you first move there, you're kind of excited for all the events, you know, all the holidays. You can say, oh man, I'm going to be there for Bike Week, Spring Break, Jeep Beach, Truck Week, Biketoberfest, all the weekend fireworks and live concerts on the beach. When you move there, you're excited to do all those things, but after living there for a while, you get excited when they're over, you know? You go to the beach over Memorial Weekend and say, wow, where'd all these people come from? It's so crowded. You can't even walk down the beach without getting hit with a basketball or something, you know? You start to appreciate the time of year when no one's here more, you know? It's kind of weird how that works. But man, it's great to be down here any time of the year. I don't care how populated it gets, how hot it gets, how dead it gets when everyone goes back to work. You know, once you live here for a while, you learn how to avoid all the traffic and stuff too. If you try. Some people move places and never try to learn anything, you know. Not me. I want to learn shortcuts, the best routes to get to where I want to go. It was kind of the same situation in Michigan up, you know, in the city where we have our lake house. You know, we have a little tiny house on a lake, small HOA. You go up there Memorial Weekend, Labor Day weekend, 4th of July, it's packed. Everybody's on the lake, everyone's fishing, everyone's driving around mini bikes and go-karts and dirt bikes and four-wheelers and golf carts. But man, after the holiday's over, it's a ghost town. You have the whole lake to yourself. You have the whole area to yourself, really. You like cruise around and say, wow, where'd everyone go? It's nice. Makes you feel really special, you know, when you can be in the place everyone wants to be, even when the holiday's over. You know, when everyone else says, oh, that was a great weekend, but I got to go back to work. And you're saying, yeah, it was a great weekend. And it's going to be a great week, and a great month, and a great year. As a matter of fact, the whole rest of my life is going to be great. Situation where that's never going to be you. You know, you're living paycheck to paycheck. You're broke all the time. I would highly recommend you take a look at my book, Invest in Yourself. You know, you can download the Kindle app and purchase the ebook for $4.99. If you learn one thing that'll help you retire one day, or retire early, or get out of debt, or save money. If you learn one thing that can be helpful, why not spend the $5? And there's thousands of dollars worth of information in that book. And if you prefer paperback, it's $14.99. Hardcover is $20. ebook has all the same information. Maybe get the ebook and you learn something cool in it. You're able to save some money, help yourself out. And later on you want to invest in the paperback, go ahead. You know? But I've purchased courses throughout my life. I bought a whole bunch of books and read them and studied them and took notes to learn everything that's inside of this book here. I'm not telling you just buy one book and you're done, because, you know, even though you could do that, why would you want to do that? You should continue to learn your whole life. That's my philosophy. Never stop learning, never stop studying. Especially when it's things that make your life easier. You know, if you follow the steps in my book, it'll make your life easier. You'll know what to do. Get out of debt, you can create good credit. Pay off your house. Buy another house if you want to. Rent out your other house. Flip houses. Maybe you want to get into real estate investing or stocks and bonds or crypto and you know nothing about it or where to start. Best place to start is to study, you know. Start with your education. Invest in yourself first. You want to buy assets, not liabilities. Number one asset is your own education. No one can ever take it away from you. It's not going to lose value either. Spend $5 on a book and learn $1 million worth of skills. That's the way to go right there. I wish that option was available for me. I had to do it all the hard way. I have a link for 2 books on my YouTube page. The one I would recommend is called Stop Being Broke. That'll help you change your situation. The other one, Wonderful World of Someday, that's a much shorter book. It's a quick read. You could probably read the whole thing in a half hour. That's basically just motivation to stop procrastinating. I almost wrote it for myself as a reminder to where if I feel like I want to do something someday, actually do it. Don't just say, oh, that'd be nice to do, maybe someday, or I can't do that right now, or I'll do that tomorrow. If it's an idea worth thinking about a couple times in a row, or you're always thinking about it, do it. Why think about doing something your whole life and then regretting it later, say, man, I wish I would have tried that. Somebody else did my idea and look how successful they are. If I had only acted on my own idea, I would be that way too, you know. So that's a good book too. But if you're in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, or you have no idea how you're going to ever retire, or you want to get into buying assets, creating passive income, and you don't know where to start, this book right here, Stop Being Broke, that's for you right there. drove past this house the other day in my other video. I said, E.T. phone home. It could be the Breaking Bad house too. I thought of that as soon as I passed it. But man, didn't they have that in Breaking Bad? Meth house? Or, what do you call it? Meth lab? Am I going to catch the light? It looks like I'm going to catch it this time. Just barely. Sometimes you have to appreciate the small things in life too, you know. Just riding along and catching a green light can be something special sometimes too. Just feel like, wow, life is so awesome. Life is so wonderful. Life is great, you know. I don't even have to stop for a red light. Look at that. I'm so blessed. Try to switch up the route once in a while. I know if you're a regular viewer, you probably see me driving down the same roads every day. Same bike, same road, going to the same places. So I try to switch it up. I haven't had any negative comments yet. You know, if you're getting sick of seeing the same road, say something, put it in the comments. Say, hey, why don't you take a different route? Or if you want to see a different area of town near me, I live in Ormond Beach. I go to Daytona Beach almost every day. Let me know, say, hey, why don't you ride down LPGA? Let's see what's down there. Why don't you take a lap through the Casements parking lot so I can see what it looks like, you know? Leave some comments, leave some requests. I've got spare time, I can help you out. I can entertain you. What this channel's for, your entertainment, and mine too. I'm not gonna lie, I watch the videos sometimes. If it's a rainy day and I can't go riding, I can watch a riding video. Along with the turn signal on again. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. I don't try to be, but I am. What do you guys think of the recent videos where I'm riding around and just talking the whole time, rambling on and on and on? If you're a diehard viewer and you're subscribed so you can watch the no talking raw videos, I still have about 2,300 of those. I'm sure you didn't watch them all yet. But if you like the new kind of format, let me know. If not, let me know that too. I'm just trying different things. I don't want to be boring. I'm trying to be helpful and entertaining at the same time. I know I haven't even put my face in a video yet. Maybe I'll do that one day. Other than the occasional views in my rearview mirror, you guys don't even know what I look like. Well, I guess that's it for today. I hope you had a good day, had a nice ride along with me, and stay safe. Take care. See you later.